Well, welcome back to Buzz on Business. With us now we have Jody Gibson from NLCI. Jody, thank you for being on the show here.
Thank you.
Jody, tell us a little bit about yourself and NLCI.
Myself grew up in Brunswick. I've worked for NLCI even since back in high school time.
Okay.
Became friends with the owner back then, in business since 1984. And I've been with him almost ever since full-time, about 86, 87.
And the owner, that would be Roger?
Roger Nair.
Roger Nair, okay. Yeah. So you've been doing this for quite a few years.
Yes.
It's kind of interesting. What are all the different things that you do at NLCI?
We do just about anything outside except concrete.
Okay.
We can install paver patios, put in your sprinkler systems, cut the grass, plow the snow, trim the shrubs,
okay.
Just about anything exterior.
Okay. So this year, I'd have to imagine, had been somewhat of a challenge with the drought, and what are some of, I guess, some of the things you guys came across this year, some of the problems?
Most definitely a challenge this year, with hardly no snow in the spring, in the winter time.
Okay.
And then come springtime, we almost didn't have a spring. It was like
right.
Immediate summer. So a lot of our plantings that we've done in the spring dried up, didn't grow well.
Okay.
A lot of weeds will grow faster than grass. So that has definitely been a challenge this year.
Okay. So, with all that, I got to imagine you have a lot of unhappy customers, or?
They're unhappy, but I try to explain to them,
okay.
Hey, there's nothing I can do when it's 95 degrees and hot
yeah.
and sunny. Even water out of your faucet is not as good as rainwater with the nutrients in it.
Okay.
So even the people that water their lawn still look not very well.
Okay.
Communication is a big thing, keeping them informed. Hey, once the weather cools down, we will come back and take care of that lawn.
Okay.
Even though it's you can't predict Mother Nature.
Sure.
It's not really my fault, but at this point in time, we are going back and taking care of those problem areas.
Okay. Now, something you mentioned, so rainwater versus just the water that's coming out of the faucet. So people who are maybe watering the lawn, every day, that's really not,
Oh, it's definitely a help.
Okay.
It's definitely going to help, and it's going to keep your lawn green. But for a brand new lawn, it almost needs those nutrients coming from the rainwater.
Okay.
When it's 95 and hot, we don't have Florida grass here, so it's just not going to come up good.
Right. When I heard different things, I guess. So when you are in kind of like a drought condition, does it make sense to keep watering, or some people just will stop watering? Is there pros and cons to that?
If the turf is already established, you can tell where some people were still watering their grass and it was still green.
Okay.
But for new turf coming up, blue ryegrass is not going to grow when it's 95 degrees. It's just
okay.
not. We're considered a cool climate up here.
Okay.
So it's really not going to grow.
All right.
You hate to not water, because then as soon as you don't, the temperatures may cool. It's a catch-22.
Okay.
But as of now, hopefully temperatures will cool back down and you can start watering again.
Oh, they're supposed to.
That's what they say. We'll see.
Hey, you never know, I guess.
Right,
I guess that's got to, like you said, it's got to be a real challenge for your business. Even because I think you mentioned you do snow plowing in that. And, so how do you... or maybe talk a little bit about the snow plowing business. What do you guys do with that?
Snow is coming, believe it or not. It's going to be a hard thing to sell right now when it's 85 and 90 degrees and sunny, but before we know it, it will be snowing. And that's another thing, it's weather pendant. Last year we got very little snow. Mm-hmm. The previous year before that, we got a lot of freezing rain.
Yeah.
But we are very large in the snow plow industry. I believe we're one of the top 50 in the country, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. How we excel, we're available 24/7. If it's Christmas, if it's Sunday, if it's Saturday night at 3 a.m., you can get a hold of somebody. If our office doesn't answer, I answer. If I don't answer, my assistant answers his cell phone. If he doesn't answer, you got the owner's cell phone. There's always a chain of phones you can get a hold of.
Okay.
And you always get a call back within a short period of time.
Yeah. So, how do you, I always thought about this, and when we have sometimes these big snow, these big snow, and you've got all these businesses and they're all demanding attention right away. How do you decipher who do you go first, or, what's the process behind that? It's
very tough. We try to staff up enough to where we can return to any account within 3 to 4 hours is the goal. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, when it snows a foot within, a 5-hour period.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult to keep up.
Okay.
But we do have multiple trucks on the roads, and we also have guys on call. But like I said, if you get a 2 or 3 day event, when ODOT's closing down, the city's closing down, and airports are closing down, that makes it pretty difficult. But but you can always communicate. That's a thing with us. You know, if you got a problem or an issue, you know, and we'll be honest with you. Hey, it's a huge storm. They shut down the schools. They shut down the airports. You know, we will get there as soon as we possibly can, and try to give a good time frame. So
is there anything that residents, can we do anything now to prepare for the upcoming winter? Or?
Definitely. I mean, right now is in my opinion, the best time to prepare for it.
Okay.
When you call me in the middle of a snowstorm, and I already have my customer base, and you're the last one that calls in and wants an emergency service, chances are you go to the bottom of the list.
Okay.
I'm taking care of the customers that are pre-planned, already have their contracts signed, and ready to go for the storm. Those are the people that will come first. So
this is what you're starting to work on now, is trying to, you know, get people in the contracts now?
Correct.
All right.
And a lot of customers, businesses and or people that are on a fixed income.
Yeah.
A lot of times what we're doing now is we can come out, plow all the snow in the winter, we can trim the shrubs, fertilize the grass, and cut the grass. So it's like a 12-year maintenance program, and you're only going to pay so much per month.
Okay.
I'll give you one lump fee, and you know it's going to be X amount per month, no matter how much it snows, no matter how fast your grass grows.
Okay.
So that's been working out very well for...
Like a budget system.
Yeah, huge. Because if not, you know, if it snows 50 times, we're out there 50 times pushing it, and you're getting a bill every single time. Yeah. It gets a little ugly.
I always thought, I mean, that's got to be the challenge, because you don't know if you're going to, you know, from a consumer's point, you don't know if you're going to have a big snowstorm or not, and I guess you're kind of like rolling the dice a little bit here.
Yes, you are. And that's why we set it up to where it's almost like an insurance policy. Here you go, I'm going to pay you guys, or we even do it for snowplow. You can do 5 months just for snow plowing, or you can do a 12-month contract for everything. But yeah, definitely is this, and that's how I sell it, like insurance. And if you stick with us long enough, what we do is we take how much it snowed in the past 3 years, 3 to 5 years, take the average, figure it out.
Okay.
Stick with it, and you'll be okay in the long. Just like insurance, if you're going to keep bouncing around, your premium's going to keep going up.
I like your analogy. So, well, thank you very much. Any last words, real quick, that you like to let the residents of the city of Brunswick know about?
Just like to let you know, we have been in business 29 years, going on our 30-year anniversary coming up. We are involved in obviously the Chamber of Commerce. The owner was past president of the Rotary Club. We're in the Southwest Management Group. We donate our trucks and labor to help the food pantry move. So we try to keep local business and try to help the community go.
Jody, thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll be right back with our next guest on The Buzz on Business.
Thank you.